Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that has a carefully crafted script or letter. They may even have a gift for you, or they have to take care of some business before they come through and talk to you. One of two, or both, possibly. But with this Lord card coming out, it feels like somebody finally has accomplished what they needed to in order to be able to go do what they want to do. Hi there, Joanna. How are you doing? So there's like accomplishment coming to the cards. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hello, Peggy. Thank you, everyone, for being so sweet, including Peggy right now. Yes, I'm still sick. You can kind of hear it in my voice, I would guess. But the nice thing is like between, I don't know, maybe like noon and 6 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock, it's not quite as bad, right? And then like mornings and nights are like sneezing, awful. So I'm just trying to focus on having that window where I can breathe being really nice. Plus, like, I don't really have to do anything today. I get to just like sit around and probably watch some movies. I might do a little bit of cleaning because I'm ambitious like that. So don't feel too bad for me, but y'all are really sweet. So many of you have wished me, a quick recovery, and I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we've got for the rest of the reading. I definitely feel like we need to go for some Lenormand here because there's a little bit of like a writer energy here. So like Rider. I always spell it out because to me, writer is like one who writes. But this feels to me like somebody who has something they have to say and maybe feel like they need to say it in person, right? Well, I think somebody fell in love. I know, I'm super cheesy. You love me anyways. Number 24 is the heart. And look, even the playing card plays into that, right? The Jack of Hearts up there. Somebody's got googly eyes. All right, well, I guess I can quit now. Oops. I fucking called that, you guys. What is that? That's the specific card I was looking for. All right. They have something to say. They feel like they need to say it in person. Maybe waffling between, do I like send flowers with a little note on it? Do I like, walk by their workplace and see how they respond? Like, somebody's got a bad for you. They want to see you face to face. And I fucking called that card. All right. Let's go for... just because some of you may have been dealing with a little bit of a ghoster or somebody who was inconsistent or flaky with regards to like communication, we're going with the Ghost Tarot. All right. We might have also gone with the Ghost Tarot because you killed a situation here or ended it, right? Hi, Nancy. How are you doing? That's awesome. 10 of Swords. And this one literally has the dude with like the sword right through him. This is a different kind of depiction of the 10 of Swords than usual, but really does give like awareness, right? Because this is somebody, I think, looking over their own body, kind of like, oh, so that ended, and here's why. This feels like I know what happened. Accountability, right? I could have done something different, but I didn't. 9 of Swords. So definitely a lot of air energy. We could have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra here. This is a situation that has changed somebody's perspective, perhaps even changed what their goals are. Joanna, same. Um, and it's causing them stress and anxiety. Like, I'm just trying to sleep, but I keep thinking about what I should have done, what I could have done, what you think of me, what you're telling other people, what would have happened if I had done right by the situation or right by you, overthinking. But what's interesting to me, this Tower card, when you have it in almost any other deck, you've got people or cats falling out of the building or the tower, right? Ain't nobody here. It's like if a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody to hear it, did it really fall? Like, this feels to me like change that not a lot of people witnessed. So this could be a change within this person, a change in the connection, but there are no witnesses. I feel like this is like a metamorphosis or a transformation or a drastic change that has yet to be observed or fully understood. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. The High Priestess, which is also number 2. And the Four of Cups in the reverse. I think somebody knew this was how it was going to go. I think whoever this person who has a message to deliver, whoever they're delivering this message to, feel like they knew this is how it was going to go. Feel like they knew, like I offered you a helping hand when you didn't have a lot of people that were there that wanted to help you. It's like you offered to help this person not get stabbed through the heart, and they were like, I'm good. I don't need your help. And then they did. Like, it's interesting because this High Priestess, I don't know if you can see it very well. I'll get all nice and close. The book is levitating. It's like super mysterious and magical to me. This person feels like you're very wise. There's a curiosity here. How did you know that? How did you predict that? How could you have known? There's some awe and like respect here, right? To be honest, there are times where I look at the connections that I have in my life and they seem to have gotten to the point where I can recognize unhealthy behavior or attachment styles or selfish personalities or bad intentions. And it's almost like you're a repeat of this person that I ran into. You're a different iteration of this challenge that I had. You're the same type as the person I said goodbye to 10 years ago. You start to see patterns. Are you stuck in that same cycle where you care so much about what other people think that you don't do what makes you happy? Are you the kind of person that's so scared of losing something, you make sure you lose it first? Like you start to see these repeating things. So I feel like this person is waking up and seeing that there are these universal truths, or like that karma is real, or intuition is real. It's like a whole new world. It's like when I told Tiana about the Dead Files. If you have never seen that show, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. I'll tell you that. But it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I've definitely watched too many hours of that. literally burning through the last season of it right now, like the most recent season. And hello, Tiana. Hello, Veronica. How are you doing? So we've got the Five of Swords peeking out, rearing its ugly head. I don't like the Five of Swords, but I'm pretty sure I already talked about somebody sabotaging a situation. Three of Cups in reverse. Sometimes people are a little too open to persuasion. And to be honest, that can apply to watching tarot readings, right? You got to make sure that you're picking out what actually applies to your life and putting to the side the messages that are clearly for somebody else and don't really apply to what you're going through. This also applies to advice from other people. I'm just going to be blunt. If you don't like me, that's cool. But it's how I prefer to talk. There's some pretty dumb people out there. And we have to be very cautious about what information we let influence our decisions, right? If you have demonstrated to me that you are not the most honest person, or that you are willing to throw other people under the bus, or that you're, I don't know, shitty, I'm not going to listen to your advice. You've already demonstrated that you don't make good decisions. So you can take your advice and kindly shove it. This person needed to say that at some point and did not. They took information, or they were influenced by, perhaps even had like some things they were raised to believe that influenced how they interacted with you. And it caused them to be at a distance, or push you away, or not let you in, or find reasons to not be able to hang out, not, reasons to not let you understand who they really were, what they were going through, whatever it was, Hi, Shelly. I hope it's Shelly. If it's supposed to be Shelly, you let me know. Which just makes me think of a michelada. Anyways. Is that from Archer? I think it's Archer that's like, oh, I just need a michelada. Okay, so choose your friends wisely. It can get a little bit lonely when you have high standards for friends. Ask several of the people in the live chat. I see you, Soul Chat. But it also makes life a lot less complicated. I feel like this person was resistant to this Two of Cups. Two of Cups, you can see from the depiction, this is a romantic vibe, right? But this honest, true, deep connection was jarring or uncomfortable or disruptive for this person who was not used to that or didn't expect that. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm trying to think of a good way to explain this. Okay, that's a cute way. One of my friends was born in Thailand and then came over as a young girl and, had some, obviously like some culture shock or some adjustment, but, considers herself American because she came over when she was relatively young. But she remembers as a child being like shocked that not every household in America had a rice cooker, because that's such a core, it's like a coffee pot here, right? And I told her once that I didn't have a rice cooker, and her like jaw dropped to the floor, and she's like, I'm gonna give you one. You can have my old one. It's a little dented, but it's okay. You gotta have one. It's like this person never heard of rice cookers and ran into somebody who is like a rice aficionado, knows exactly how to do it, knows that like rice is better the day after you cook it. Trust me. This like show of loyalty or an honest connection or willingness to actually be vulnerable was like speaking in a foreign tongue to this person. Whoa, what's that? I don't get that. I don't know how to handle that. I don't know what to do with that. They're used to people who don't put in the effort. So you might have been met with some confusing behavior. Not really, I would guess it's kind of like a hot and cold dynamic would be a good way to describe it. Let's go for the signs of the times. We have number 33 and number 11. Number 33 is divine guidance, stars. I love this card. It's no longer seasonally appropriate, but we'll still take it. It's chill. Listen to your intuition. Somebody's trying to find the right time. So intuition is really important. I do, even though this is number 33, I do feel like the number 5 is important for some of you because of the star. Then we have clouds and distractions. Now, look at this, you guys. Our rider is clarified by number 11. 111. So if you're watching, person who has a message to deliver, be cautious. You may miss your exit. You may miss your opportunity. You do have to pay close attention. There's going to be something information-wise that makes you light up and go, okay, well then I know now. Okay, now I can like take action, or this makes sense, or maybe you need somebody's. We're not going to get into that. We don't want to create any stalkers over here. Okay, let's go with the Gilded Reverie. I don't know how I flipped that over, but this is number 34. It's the fish. It talks about good news. All right. What else do we have? Number 8, the coffin. Number 3, the ship, which talks about travel. Somebody is traveling, okay? And number 35, the anchor. So I love this coffin card. I think it's so beautiful. It's got that Egyptian undertone, obviously, with the sarcophagus and Anubis in the background. So there may be some tie to Egypt here. Maybe you both enjoy Egyptian culture. Maybe you watched The Mummy together. You know what it is. Shout out to John, who gave me that Egyptian currency that he randomly found on an apartment floor, which is pretty cool. Look, I don't think this is an ending and ending. I think this is transformation, because if you know anything about Egyptian culture, you know that when you die, it's not the end. Like, they look forward to death, kind of like Worf in Star Trek. Today's a good day to die. He sounded way cooler than I did, by the way. Gall. I like unmitigated gall. Or is it just I like gall? Worf. What a great dude. All right. Transformation. If you want to transform this situation, if you want to reclaim what has been lost, you must buy a ticket. You must hop on a train. You must get in your car. You must, I don't know, maybe you have to take a walk. But this anchor is about stability. So it feels to be asking whoever you are that has a message to deliver, do you want something that feels more intangible, right? Like the idea of life after death? Or do you want something earthbound? You can sit there, you can dream about things, you can imagine conversations, you can build a life together in your mind. Shit, you could even play like some virtual reality games, name the characters you and your boo, and like you never have to like risk anything. But that's not really living, is it? You want this, you have to actually do something for it. This is a card of action. I can't believe I just heard that. I don't know if I should say that. It's making me blush. Okay, you guys, please somebody make fun of me for this. What I just heard in my head was get on top, honey. And I'm dead. I don't think I can survive. Okay. Don't cry. We're going to get to some more tarot. Sorry for my Selma laugh. Okay, this is the Rider-Waite, which I'm starting to feel like I should start calling the Smith-Waite, because I think Smith was the actual artist. But, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. All right, it's the OG. Yes. Is it Tenacious D? I can't remember. It's gonna make me laugh all day now, I swear to God. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is like what I was just saying, guys. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. If you want to be reunited, if you want to be in somebody's sphere again, then you can't just sit there and hope for shit to get done, right? Like this dude's problem right here is he's sitting there waiting for something to grow or waiting for something to happen and doing absolutely nothing. It's like me trying to be like, well, I don't think I should call myself out as a failed gardener. I really do kind of like suck at keeping indoor plants alive, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. If you want something to grow, you have to nurture it. And guess what? That requires communication. So I think somebody's reanalyzing a situation, because this sometimes for me is about assessment, right? Like looking at how tall that rod really is. Speak up or forever hold your peace by yourself. So this is a call to action for somebody who is not able to let go of whatever this is. 8 of Wands is about communication, just like the Page of Wands is. And it's also about fast-moving energy. Like, it's not easy to draw a 2D picture that can communicate to you that, oh, shit's moving fast. But I think this card does a pretty good job of that. Like, that is probably 8 sticks flying through the air. So, look, you better move fast. Holy shit. And then, this is a lot. This is the 7 of Wands, okay? Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands. This is like, now I'm hearing Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to love. I mean, you can party too, but like, if you want to love this person, you have to actually defend what it is you want with them. Well, there they are. There are the people falling out of the tower that I was talking about earlier. Hey there, Andrew. How are you doing? Yeah. Put some work in. take a risk. Nothing worth fighting for is going to just be handed to you on a plate, right? You might initially come into contact with a lovely blessing that just falls into your lap, but that's not normally how it works out, okay? You sometimes have to speak up. Sometimes you have to like go to a little bit of a battle or, you know, stand up for yourself. There's work here, okay? And you were previously not doing it, and you have a second chance to do it. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, which tells me whoever I'm reading for, you have been observed as, or people believe that you don't necessarily do your heavy lifting. You don't always put the effort in. So you have another chance. The fat lady ain't sent yet. So you can like make it work, but you actually have to work. You know? How's it going, Drew? A virtual sausage fest. I think there's a term for that. I think it's hooker. Just kidding. I hope you guys know what movie that's from. If you can put a comment on what movie that's from, I'm so tempted to just give you like a free 5-minute reading or some shit. That's my favorite movie. You're just gonna Google it. It's all right. It's a good movie. If you've never seen Grandma's Boy, you should watch it. It's completely immature. There will be no value added to your life. 0. But it's funny. You guys, I don't know if I want to get healthy again because I kind of love this laugh. Makes me want to watch The Simpsons. All right. I like this. We have the High Priestess coming out again. But it feels like it's coming from the other side. It's like, okay, so the saying that came into my mind that I don't really like, because I think it's kind of weird, but it's monkey see, monkey do. I feel like somebody saw you leveraging your intuition and how well it worked for you. And they were like, hey, you know what? I might be able to tap into that too. Maybe I can make that work for myself, right? I don't know why, but I feel compelled to tell you guys that somewhere I heard, I think it was some Native American tribe that said there was a belief that the longer your hair is, the more in tune you are with the universe or, you know, your intuition. And then I want to say that there was also like a scientific study that showed longer hair individuals seem to be better at like avoiding difficult situations or getting out in the nick of time, that kind of thing. You know, like your hair like rises in uncomfortable situations and you're like, ooh, it don't feel good. Yeah. Mine goes, just kidding. Let's go. I see Jaya Sankar. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Yeah. Okay, so this is a great little trio because we have somebody that is tuning into their intuition and gaining clarity as to what they need to do in terms of communicating this love to whoever they're in love with. So this Nine of Cups, this is our rider, R-I-D-E-R. Now I'm going to think of Greece as well. Was that Nancy that said that? That's funny. Yeah, so confidence is a lot easier to achieve or maintain when you're buddies with your intuition. And I think this person's figured that out. Let's get a couple cards from the situations deck. We have interview, conversation, get on the same page in the reverse. Then the love card came out. Adore, admire, and enchantments. They're enchanted by you. You're so enchanting. Yes, Peggy, that's exactly it. Peggy, you get a gold star. You're awesome. I wonder how I saw that. Either way, don't cut your hair. It's fucking golden. Like I'll have obnoxiously long hair until I die. I remember, so my grandma had really long hair that she would keep in a bun underneath a wig. And it was this like mystery for me, like, how come I can't see your cool long hair? Why do you have to hide it under a wig? Like, I know you have long hair. Can I just see it? I might do the whole like old lady hair in a bun thing too, but like no wig. I don't know. So this person would be doing so much better if this interview card were in the upright. Why is it in the reverse? I wonder. Because things are at a standstill. Because this person might still be trying to figure out if this is the right move or when to pull the trigger on this. But I feel like there's someone manifesting, saying prayers, really focused on bringing a person back around. That could be you. There's a strong connection here. So whoever you are in this situation, if you're wondering if the other person's thinking about you, yep, they are. Okay, let's go with, this is the Santa Muerte. Excuse me. Six of Swords. That's some progress from our Five of Swords, isn't it? And that one almost hit me in the face. More air sign energy. So Six of Swords, Seven of Swords in the reverse, King of Swords. This is actually kind of fascinating to me. It's like, how do I explain this? So first of all, I feel like somebody had to be honest with themselves about what they want, what they feel, and what that means for them. Because you can want something with all of your heart and still reject it or walk away from it. You can still mess it up or like disregard it, right? I have known people that were just too stubborn, just too stuck in their own ways to acknowledge that it was time to change. But I like this because we've got somebody here that's realizing that there's a different path than what they expected that would be the logical path. So this is somebody that takes in the information and shifts their perspective. And I have to say, not everyone is like that. So high five to you. You are updating your perspective based on your surroundings. And it's informing you that this isn't over. World in the reverse. We have the world in the reverse right here too. There's still another chapter to write here. And we have the Six of Wands, which is about a victory or success. Wow. Okay. So this person who has a message of love to deliver may be expecting more of a battle when they show up than will really happen. I feel like it's not going to be like, oh, come on in, let me bake you a cake. But I feel like this person is overly concerned about a fight. Okay, let's see. So I think part of the delay or procrastination here has been going with the flow with other people. This is such a weird reference, but I think I told you guys like a week ago that I had watched World War Z with the zombies. And one of the things that Brad Pitt did in that movie was be very observant while he was trying to get his family out of, what was that, New York or something? He was, instead of just like losing his mind and like trying to run away from a very stressful, dangerous situation, he was seeing people get attacked and then change. So he was aware of his surroundings in a way that other people were just kind of not thinking about, right? The Six of Wands card makes me feel like somebody lets everybody else like vacate a room or leave and they just like hang back and they're like, okay, this is my time. I don't know what the hell that means for each of you, but I'm seeing this Five of Wands as like a really obvious signal to somebody. Now's your chance. Do you want to say something or not? Because you know that person's going to be there. You know that person's welcoming to your message. You dreamt about them wanting to hear from you, whatever it is. This match, it's like it's lit and you know you have a chance to like light that bomb or not. I don't know why I wanted to say light that bomb, but okay. All right. I've been feeling a pull from the tarot familiars. So maybe you've got somebody that really likes animals. Got some adorable little kitty cats on this one. Got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's feeling lonely. Ace of Wands in the reverse. See the cute little kitty cat? Yeah. I know I'm feeling lonely because I miss somebody that things kind of didn't go well with, didn't get off the ground. Seven of Swords, clarifying the Seven of Swords in the reverse. You can't make shit up. Like, this is, I know I lied. I feel like part of this message is I wasn't honest with you about why I created space between us, about why there was a breakdown in communication. I think this person just didn't know how to handle their emotions. But if they figure out how to, that's like, in my book, that's basically you're breaking a generational curse. You're a badass. Just because somebody else hasn't taught you how to do something, or just because other people have different ways of doing things, doesn't mean you can't be a weirdo and do things your own way. Like, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. I've had people try to teach me a process before, a very established process. I'm talking about something artistic if it seems kind of vague. And I wanted to take my own approach. I was like, no, I think I'm going to do it this way. Like, I appreciate that that's how you all do it. But like, this is how I want to do it. And it worked for me. And like, maybe people didn't like that I didn't want to do it their way. And that's fine. But like, fuck off. Like, I don't care. This person has to tell somebody to F off and mind their own business. I don't know who it is, but they do. And thank you, Drew. You're the bestest. All right, so Page of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Wands, wild, because we had those two come out up here, and the Eight of Cups. So the number 8 is important. For some of you, well, what is it? Today is the 6th. So the 8th is Thursday. That could be the date that somebody is working towards. August could be important. maybe your birthday's like March 8th, whatever, you'll know. Or they will. Maybe you won't know because you're the one that's being surprised. But this is somebody who realizes if I don't speak, if I don't pursue what I want, if I don't come clean, if I don't tell somebody what really happened, then I don't get this other chance. Then they're going to walk away. So there's something here telling them that they don't have a lot of time left, that maybe you're interested in somebody else. Maybe you're a little bit too comfortable moving on. Maybe they don't know. Stop, really, Diana? That's super cool. And happy birthday early. Yeah. This person's realizing it's shit or get off the pot time. Okay, let's get a few from the Kipper. Sudden wealth and the reverse. Message of concern. Imprisonment. Thoughts. I mean, they're kind of dismal, like sad cards, you guys, but they make me chuckle because I think it's kind of like it's giving like sad puppy vibes. So what I see here, I don't think this is actually about money. Wealth is not just money, right? So you can also talk about your happiness, right? So the message of concern aligns really nicely with our letter card that came out at the very beginning. I think this person's gonna make it clear that they miss you. And that could be the first thing that they say. And they might also tell you that they cannot escape thoughts of you. I don't think they're actually in jail. Maybe they are for some of you. But I think this person has found it extremely difficult to not think about you, probably because the universe made it that way. Okay, let's get last couple from the Everyday Witch. You're super cute and mini. What advice do we have? Page of Pentacles and the reverse. Two of Pentacles and the reverse. I feel like this is specifically saying you already know what you don't want. You don't need to, it's like if somebody may be trying to find your energy in other people. Why do you need to do that if you already found it? Because you're trying to avoid an apology? Good luck, Tiana. Oh my gosh, I hope you're safe, Drew. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, we've got the Hermit and the High Priestess. I feel like these are our two people. And then under that was the Hierophant in the reverse. This is, okay, so this is kind of an interesting pair. I feel like people would initially see why they make sense, but also feel like they're very different. So you could be like different religious backgrounds, different ethnicities, different nationalities, different ages. There's something here that makes sense to you two. You might have a very spiritual connection or have a very similar approach in terms of how you connect to music, art, each other. Maybe it's darker than that. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about sex and stuff, but like you get along. And the Hierophant in the reverse, it's not giving me bad vibes. It's making me feel like it's unconventional. It's not what people would have guessed, but it works. And I was asking for advice. Nine of Cups. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. The World. Don't expect to get what you want without having to go for it. You can get the world. You can get everything you want, but it's a relationship with the universe. I can put things out into the world by manifesting them or praying for them or, you know, begging my spirit guides to help me with it, right? But until I actually like submit an application or sign up for the classes, you have a responsibility to also make your dreams come true. If things show up on your doorstep and that's what you ordered, you still have to open the box, right? You still have to bring that shit inside. The universe is like, hey, we can do only so much of the work here. But if you find something that you want and then you just like sit there and wait for it to like hop into your lap, who are you, Santa Claus? Get up, go get the shit you want. So we have a responsibility to also make things happen, right? And do things for ourselves. So get after it. Pitter patter. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for being awesome. Drew, what's a good age gap? One that's consensual and legal. Go with that. I don't know. I've seen people that are happy that are like 20 years apart. Like, if y'all are happy, I don't care. Be cool. Be reasonable about it, right? Like, don't hang out outside of high schoolers and say, "Oh, you know what I love about high schoolers?" Yeah. All right. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for the likes and subscribes. I will see you on the next reading.